The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, directed by Francis Lawrence, is a prequel to Hunger Games trilogy, and is adapted from Susan Collins' novel of the same name. The story is set 64 years before the events of first part of Hunger Games. This time, we are going to know more about the history and people of Panem through the eyes of one person who tries to survive in this dystopian nightmarish world. But he's not a person trying to survive in Hunger Games. He's President Snow, the Katniss Everdeen's biggest enemy in Hunger Games trilogy, which Donald Sutherland played the President Snow and Jennifer Lawrence played the Katniss Everdeen's in the trilogy. Panem is a country with 13 districts and a capital. People who live in capital are wealthy and higher level people, but other districts have lower level and poor people. People in capital perform a Hunger Games annually, and it's like a survival game. People in other districts must play in this game and they must fight for their survival. It's the game to show who has the power and prevent poor people from other districts from revolution. This time, in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, we are going to know more about young President Snow. How did he become the dictator and ruled over the whole Panem? And what had happened to make a person so evil? Or was he maybe always like that? You will find the answers in the film, and as the film is still on screen and many of you haven't watched the film yet, so this episode may have a little spoilers. I had to warn you about it's still your choice, but I'll be so happy if you stay with me. The story is about Coriolanus Snow, a top performing student at Academy, who is one of the 24 selected as part of Mentor Program, a new project for the 10th Hunger Game. The Snow family, once known for their wealth and their prestige, but now they has fallen upon hard times. A strong performance in Mentor Program would likely result in a big prize that would allow him to attend the university. Finally, he has been chosen to mentor a female tribute from District 12, traditionally one of the worst performing districts. From now on, the story just begins, and I'm not gonna tell you more about the story and make it a spoil to you. But I must say, the movie was a good action pack and it was better than I thought. Although it wasn't upbeat as the trilogy was, but still it's watchable. The film's runtime is about 2 hours and 27 minutes and it will hook you from the beginning to the end. But still, I think it could be faster paced and be shorter. The movie has lots of plot holes and made me wonder what happened. For example, when Clemencia get bitten by snakes, then nothing about her afterward. The whole movie I was thinking of her. Or what happened at the end, what happened to Lucy Gray, and what's the reason she just vanished. So I think there are some shortages in the plot and script. About cast and acting, I can't understand too much hate toward Rachel Zegler. She performed well in this film. I think most of hates is because of her performance in Snow White, and it's completely irrelevant to this movie, so what's the matter? Although she cannot be compared with Jennifer Lawrence, but still she is good. But I really hated when she weirdly kept breaking to the songs. What the hell, it's a musical film or action film? They could have given her more to do. It felt like all they wrote her to do was just singing. But Snow was better, and supporting actors Peter Dinklage and Viola Davis provide the best acting among the others. The cinematography and atmosphere of the film was really great and it was like as I imagined. But the CGI was really weak, especially when you see the rats, cockroaches and snakes. They don't seem quite real. The IMDb rate to this movie is 7.2, Rotten Tomato is 63 and Metacritic is 54. And my rate to this movie is 6.5. Despite all errors that it has, but still I think the movie is watchable. Share your comment if you have different idea. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please tap the subscribe button, then send it to your friends. If there's any question, any mistake or any suggestion, please let me know. Love you all. See you soon.